This is Charleston's retirement coach, Brandon Bowen.
And I'm Heather Branch here with Brandon to ask for his insight on what you can get to work on now to better prepare for your financial future. Bowenwealth.com is our website. You can go there to get to work, planning some time to meet with Brandon about the questions you have for your retirement savings and investments. We also have links posted in the show notes, so you can just click there or, again, visit us anytime at Bowenwealth.com. All right. 'Tis the season for summer vacations. So perhaps you're flying someplace and that's going to require a rental car. And if that is the case, lean into the radio right now. We need to talk.
Turn it up.
This story about this car rental situation that happened in California. So a gentleman, he was out in Los Angeles and he rented a Tesla. And as we all know, Teslas, I think don't some of them take gas on some level? Or are they all completely 100% electric
all
charge?
electric.
No
Electric.
gasoline at all.
Correct.
The plot thickens then.
Yes.
So he rented a Tesla, and after he returned it, he was notified by the rental car company that he was being charged $277 to refill the gas tank. Let's go back. The gas tank that apparently does not exist in this
Yes.
car. The company, apparently, after going back and forth and even taking this, like he took it to the internets, and that's what finally got these people to resolve the problem. The company which is just infuriating within and of itself. The company finally relented and agreed to refund this erroneous charge of a $277 gas bill. The car doesn't even take gasoline. Consider yourself warned if you are renting a car this summer. And also take note to where your money is going and what you are being charged upon your money, because this is something we've touched on before, Brandon, the idea of fees. And when people come to you, and perhaps they've been working with an advisor, or they have money invested in another bank, and you sit down and you do this fee review on their portfolio, what kind of nonsense fees that they shouldn't have to be paid have become revealed at the table?
Yes, and I would say the point of this story is to speak up. Okay,
Got it.
He spoke up, right? Let me tell you a quick, because I had a very, very similar situation. So I flew out to Phoenix, just a few weeks ago, and I had rented it's rental car, so it's kind of a little painful, and so I was like, okay, I have a need. They are going to provide a service, and I just need to get from A to B to C, right?
Right.
So that was my goal. So I go down there and they were like, do you want to prepay for gas? Just like your story. I was like, no.
Yep.
Because who knows what that price is. I was like, I'll return it full. And so I had ordered the low cost, the basic sedan.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Because I didn't need fancy, I'm just driving to the resort and all this stuff.
Right.
So I get down there, I get my keys, or I go down, I got my slip of paper, I walk down, and then the line to get your car is like 20 deep.
What?
I'm like looking around the side, where are these people? And finally, this lady comes walking up, is like, sorry for this delay. I appreciate everyone's understanding, and was mad at her coworker and all this stuff. And she goes, but does anyone here want an electric car? Okay. And I pause. I look around. Nobody says anything. And some lady goes, what's the range? And she goes, 350 miles per charge. And nobody said anything. And I said, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Sure.
So she turns around and goes, okay, good. Jump in that Mercedes right there.
Nice.
And I was like, I said, yes. And I was moving quick, throwing my clubs in there. I was throwing my luggage. And it was just, that was super nice. It was this EQE 350. And I'm like, is this thing cranked? You're trying to figure it out. And it was really nice. Okay.
Okay.
And so I got to, drive that the whole trip, but I was paying for the base level car. Right. And I didn't prepay for gas, so I was able to turn it in, and I had a nice ending to my story. Right. So I didn't have all those extra charges. But yeah, that experience, I'm saying, was all possible because I spoke up.
Got it.
Okay.
Yep.
And so you listening here, I want to bring it back to this fee conversation. And could the same be said about your retirement? Okay. You have a need, and that need is to not work one day. Right?
Yep.
And us financial advisors here, we should be providing you peace of mind and a plan. Okay. That's what we should be doing.
Right.
And I would say, do you know the cost that you're paying for that service? Right. And what if that could be cut maybe in half the cost? Okay. And potentially net a better outcome that could be, possible for you. Okay.
Got it.
And so this happened exactly for one of our clients when they came in. She's been a client for maybe 6 or 7 years now. But I still remember the story clearly. She came in and basically we found $33,000 of additional income for her in retirement.
Annually?
Yes, just from fees. We were able to free up and clear the clutter, pull the curtain back, and help her see that she was paying about a 3% fee on all of her $1.5 million. Okay.
Jeez.
Crazy. It's a divorced single lady here. And she just, she's like, I felt like it wasn't growing when the markets were going up, right? It just wasn't growing. And then when the markets would come down, it would really go down, And I was like, yes, that's a sign of fees littered in your portfolio. So we provided that risk and fee analysis and we were able to show her, with that, we took her fees from $45,000 a year.
Yeah.
In fees down to just $12,000.
Wow.
Okay. Oh my gosh. In addition to building an income plan and reducing market risk and all this other great stuff that we do, with this one, we were able to just find, hey, there are lower cost ways to do your investing. Okay. Looking at ETFs, even stock portfolios that have 0 expense ratios. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm talking nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, so what if there is potentially a better, more enjoyable way to experience your investing and financial planning? That might be the case for you listening right now. Here's maybe just a few questions that I want you to have an honest conversation with yourself, with your spouse. Okay. And that would be, what if you could experience something custom tailored to your exact needs and timelines? Right? What if the cost of doing business was focused on you and not the advisor's wants? Okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, what if innovation in AI could complement your financial advisor to help them make non-emotional, methodical, mathematical decisions that could potentially put you in the best position to succeed? These are questions that everyone needs to be asking themselves. And that's why I believe that, back to my story, because I spoke up and I said, I'll take it, right?
Yeah.
I'll take that, electric car, right? I spoke up and I walked away from that rental car experience thinking it was, man, that was quick and seamless, right?
Yep.
I knew I had the lowest cost because it didn't cost me any gas. At the resort, they plugged in the car, like it was great. So I knew I had the lowest cost.
Yep.
I knew that it was cutting edge and current with the latest breakthroughs, right? I mean, just amazing things that they're able to do with some of these electric cars now. And it was performance driven and exciting, right? And I turned that car in and I was talking to the guy that I gave it back to. I was like, man, this thing is so great. Have you driven it? Have you, I just couldn't stop talking about it. It was crazy. I mean, so do you feel the same way about your financial plan, your retirement plan? Do you feel like, hey, when you hear your buddies or your girlfriends talking about or really concerned about the market or concerned about outliving their money, do you feel compelled to share your experience?
And wouldn't that be so refreshing? Because I feel like for so many of us, the conversation about getting to retirement and then kind of hopefully thinking that what we've saved is going to last us through these next 20, 30, sometimes 40 years. It can be a stressful conversation. It can be a conversation of nerves and anxiety. It's like, wouldn't it be so refreshing to to have that feeling of excitement and empowerment, which is obviously, ultimate goal for every person you work with is to reinvigorate them, to have that enthusiasm.
Yeah. And to have something that is custom tailored.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
I've shared a story a few weeks ago. We had a brand new client came in and she got emotional after I laid out the full plan. We were on the last page of the software and she started crying and she said, no one's ever taken the time to care about me and my timelines and my money and my concerns, right? And she was just like, everyone, I just felt like I've been overlooked. And so, that's what I want. That's what you deserve. Yeah. You listening, you deserve to have that income plan that that you're going to be okay, right? That you're going to have enough money for your dignity, for your standard of living. Okay. Maybe those wants are, I'm not saying, we'll see what kind of needs and wants you have, but we can build a plan to where your basics, your standard of living is taken care of. So if this sounds like you and you want to have the curtain pulled back on your portfolio to find out exactly what you're paying, where all your money's going, let's start there. And we can begin this conversation if you head on over to bowenwealth.com and click on the contact tab so we can begin this planning process right now.
We also have links posted in the show notes, so you can just click there if that's more convenient, or again, visit us anytime at bowenwealth.com.
Thanks for listening to Charleston's Retirement Coach Podcast with Brandon Bowen. To learn more, visit bowenwealth.com and join Brandon for his radio show, Charleston's Retirement Coach, Saturdays at 11 a.m. on 94.3 WSC.
Financial professionals are not licensed in all 50 states. To find out if J. Brandon Bowen is licensed in your state, please call 843-203-2030. J. Brandon Bowen is an investment advisor representative of Bowen Wealth, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendation to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. J. Brandon Bowen is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Bowen Wealth, LLC, insurance licensed in South Carolina. Market Guard is a registered investment advisor with the SEC and provides model portfolios only to Impact Partnership Wealth. Market Guard makes no implied warranties or representations and is not liable for any data presented.